everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley, and in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you guys 5 palettes that I believe are perfect for fall. So all of these palettes are not limited edition. There is one that I'm kind of like on the fence about. I'm not sure if it's permanent or if it is limited edition. I know that it was in collaboration with a YouTuber, so I don't know if it's permanent, but I do still see it in stores. So if you guys know about it, when I get to it, just leave a comment down below and let me know if it is limited edition or permanent. So before we continue, I don't know if you guys like my backgrounds. You guys like it? I wanted to change it up, but I didn't want to change my squares. My squares are right here next to me. So my makeup desk is here. My camera is usually back there, and then you guys are looking at this. I just put my lights on this side, and then I put some shelves behind me because I wanted to try something different. I think it looks cute. I feel like I'm still missing some things. Like I think I want to put something right here, and then I wanted to put something here, but then I'm gonna cover it. Oh, I forgot about that. Should we? You guys can barely see it, but I have lights. I forgot about that. But yeah, guys, let me know if you guys like this background. Do you guys prefer this or the squares? I will leave a poll up here. You guys can go ahead and vote and let me know if you guys like the squares or if you like this or if you like both. I'm gonna be between the two backgrounds, but I do really like this background. So let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, we're going to be talking about 5 affordable eyeshadow palettes that I think are perfect for fall. So the first ones that I want to talk to you guys about are these Milani palettes right here. So I have the Most Loved Mattes palette and the Bold Obsessions palettes. These are what they look like right here. I absolutely love these palettes. I have a tutorial using each of these palettes up on my channel. I think that this one, which is the Bold Obsessions, is the one that is perfect for fall, but I do feel like this palette doesn't have enough matte shades like this one, like this burnt orange right here. I feel like you need an orange in a fall palette. Like all of the fall palettes that you're going to have, I think you need like an orange like this. But I feel like they don't have enough mattes in this palette. So I would say get both if you can. They're really good. I do like them. They are $20 a pop, so it's kind of up there for drugstore. But you do get a mirror. The packaging is good. You got the shade names on the back, and I know that these are going to last you a long time. So they do also have smaller versions of these ones. And if you guys don't want to spend too much money on these palettes, you can grab the smaller ones. They're also by the brand Milani. I'll show you them right now. This is the this is the matte one, and this is the metallic palette. All of the shades that you see in these, ooh, I just swatched it. All of the shades that you see in these small palettes, you're gonna get them in both of the big ones, if that makes sense. So if you did want to get the metallic one, the big Bold Obsession palette, but you still wanted the mattes, you can go ahead and get the smaller matte one and save a little bit of money, and then you can use these two in conjunction, if that makes sense. And then vice versa, if you wanted to get the all matte palette, but you did want some of the shimmers, you can go ahead and get this, and then you'll get both, if that makes sense. And then if you don't want to get any of the big ones, but you did want to get both small ones, you're still going to get a nice shade range, and you're going to be able to get a nice fall look with both of these palettes too. I hope that makes sense. I did go into a little bit more detail about this in one of the makeup tutorials that I did using the palettes. I did tell you that the shades are repeated, etc. But I do really like the palettes. So the next palette that I think is 100% worth it for fall is the Jaclyn Hill palette. You guys know that I love this palette so much. I think that it's really good. I love the formula of all the shadows, and if you look at the first 3 rows, this is like fall central right here. So if we cover these last 2 rows and you look at just those top 3 rows, even those 4 included on the bottom right there, this is all fall. And then you'll have like your pops of color. But this palette is really good. I had this palette, I believe, over a year now, but I've used it for every season. So spring, fall, winter, summer, anything, I use this palette. Shades like this one right here is one of my favorites. This one I think is Queen. Then you have this one right here, and then you have like your brow bone highlights. They're so freaking pretty. Here, I'll swatch them for you. And I personally think that they are worth it. That was one swipe. They're super pigmented. They're not chunky. I do like them. And I feel like you're going to be able to get a lot of looks. Obviously, with this palette, you have so many eyeshadows in this palette. And like I said, you can use it for all year round. So even when fall leaves and we're into like winter and stuff like that, you're pretty much going to be able to use these palettes. And you just, like I said, you get so much variety. So if you guys haven't gotten this palette, like I say in a lot of my videos, if you guys don't like Jaclyn Hill, put it aside, put Morphe aside. Like, this product is really good and it is worth it. I do have the old one that doesn't have the shade names on the back, but if you did go to the store and buy this palette, you would get the shade names on the back because they updated the packaging. So I do like this palette. I think it's worth it. If you haven't gotten it already, just get it. Bite the bullet. It's not even that expensive. Just get it. It's really, really, really good. So this is the palette that I was telling you guys that I'm not sure if it's limited edition or permanent. Now, this is the Pixie Beauty in collaboration with It's Judy Time. So this is more of a simpler look palette. If you are a beginner to makeup and you wanted to get something for fall, I would suggest this palette because they're not super intense. Like the Jaclyn Hill palette, that bright orange, which is my favorite actually. I think it's the shade Jax. This one right here. It's super intense. You're gonna have like a bright orange eyeshadow. I personally like this eyeshadow, but if you want something a little bit more subtle, but you want to obviously get fall looks, I would say try this palette. You have a pretty gold shade for the lid. I'll swatch that one for you guys right here. It's very pretty. I hope you guys can see it. And then you also get like a nice champagne shade for your brow bone highlight, and you do get your matte shades for transition, and then you could build it up with these two down here. So this is an excellent palette. I have used this palette a few times off camera, and I do like the formula of those eyeshadows. I don't have any tutorials on my channel with that palette. If you guys want to see one, just let me know and I'll be happy to film that for you guys. But I do think that that palette is a good palette for fall as well. So out of all of the palettes, this is going to be the more expensive palette. I forgot that I had this one in the video. I think I did say that this was going to be like affordable palettes. This one is a little bit up there. It is higher end, but I do really like this palette. For fall, you're going to have your nice gold shade right here. You're going to have a maroon shade to deepen up the crease. You do get your transition shades down here, and you do get a goldy shade right here. You have this matte white shade to be able to set the brow bone with, and then you can deepen it up with either a brown or a black. So this palette, I really do think that is really good. If you have any of these palettes in general, you're going to be able to get a lot of looks with them. I do like all of these palettes, and the Soft Glam palette, I do have tutorials also on my channel with them. So if you guys want to see that, I'll have it linked down below, but I do think that it's a great palette for fall. So the last item, this isn't even a palette, that I wanted to talk to you guys about are just individual eyeshadows. If you don't like any of these eyeshadow palettes, or if you really want to be able to customize an eyeshadow palette, I know that not everybody likes black eyeshadow, right? So you're not going to be into a black eyeshadow if you're not into this dusty rose shade, and you might not like this dark brown lid shade, which I think is gorgeous. But you can go ahead and just customize your own eyeshadows. So I built this. These are all ColourPop eyeshadows, and I think that this is a perfect fall eyeshadow palette. So I have some shimmer shades up here. I have matte ones down here that you can build up the crease with, and like a yellow one, a peachy one. All of these I purchased on my own. I purchased them when they came out a long time ago, but like I said, if you don't like purchasing eyeshadow palettes because you feel like you're not going to use every single shade, just buy shades that you know you're going to use. So like I said, I built this eyeshadow palette right here. I'll leave all of the names of the shades listed down below. I'll go from left to right and then down so you guys can know which shade I'm talking about. But I really do like ColourPop's eyeshadow formula. You guys know that. I talk about ColourPop a lot on my channel. I really do think that their eyeshadow formula is consistent and that they're worth it. So I think that they retail for $5 or $3. I don't remember, but they always have sales going on. And like I said, if you guys wanted to build an eyeshadow palette, you guys can. Not only ColourPop, but also Makeup Geek has individual eyeshadows that you can also purchase. And I do think that you'll be able to build an eyeshadow palette that basically meets your expectations. So those are all of the fall eyeshadow palettes that I wanted to talk to you guys about today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any more fall eyeshadow palette recommendations, leave them down below so that everybody else that comes to this video can go ahead and check it out and see what other recommendations other people have. So that is all that I have to say in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and then I will see you guys in my next video.